Welcome everyone into the broadcast second half of action here between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Primetime football, Saturday night football. It has been a pretty cold game so far. Pretty interesting game. I'm surprised the Dolphins are still in it, but that is just my opinion. And look, it's a one possession game. Bills have the ball. They are up by 8, 21-13. I'm here joined by my amazing contributors here on FLTeams.com, Jeff Macalino, Jeremiah Hensley. We'll be live for the third and fourth quarter. We will also have a guest, EJ Farbman, coming in the second half. But for now, live commentary and reactions for this game.
Jeremiah,
Switching up the
change
hat
the
for the
hat.
second half. Change the hat. This is the offensive hat.
Okay, so look, Dolphins are in this. Jeremiah, in between plays right here, just give us your quick thoughts. The Dolphins, it's only a one-possession game in the cold, on the road, primetime football.
Need a stop. We haven't gotten a stop since the first drive of the game. I mean, that's just really what it is. You got to get the Bills off the field without giving up points.
Yep. And that is how you do it. Devin Singletary.
Sealer, unsung, buddy. Unsung.
Exactly.
I will
Tackle
sing
for a
for
loss.
Sealer all day.
He's been the guy today on run defense, like Wilkins was last week. Sealer's been today.
What a tackle for a loss.
Just create havoc. Now, here's this
Singletary
third down. If we're still keeping track on it, they're 5 of 6, I think, on third down now. Third and 4. Need some pressure.
No one in the backfield. Here's Allen. He's going to throw incomplete. The Dolphins force a 3-and-out to start the second half. Amazing.
Now,
nice start. Not a good throw.
Would love to have a touchdown here, of course. Just get points. Just get points right here. And Jeremiah, go back to what we did. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Thank you, Coach.
Oh, no, it's all stricken up. It's gone. No.
Well, for the people that are just joining us, it said run on it. So,
you know how long that took me to draw? I'm not doing that again.
Just write it on the whiteboard. Jeremiah, did you get a chance to back up your TV for like 2 seconds?
I don't know what's going on. I can't get anything live messing with this.
No problem. Just hold off. You know,
I'm holding.
It's only like 2 seconds, right? It's
I'm holding. I'm holding it inside. I'll wait for your reaction before I react.
And it's good that I'm kind of doing play by play, so you know exactly.
I know where you're at. So now look again. Let's go back to running the ball. Get Mostert started again. Get Mostert start. And look, Ahmed's looked good. Like, give him the ball. Let him run the ball. I mean, keep him involved.
Exactly.
But knowing what I know about McDaniel, I'm not going to be surprised if the first play isn't play action and we try to take one over the top.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not opposed to, you know, that's part of the thing with running the ball is it does set up the play action. One of the things I always laugh at is teams that never run the ball that run play action. It's like, what you're just, you know, you might as well run it without a running back,
right? Or like in the San Francisco game where Brock Purdy ran play action to the opposite side of the running back. The running back went to the right and he faked the handoff to the left. It's like it worked just as well.
He probably got a linebacker to bite.
Hey guys, I saw a funny tweet. Someone said if the Buffalo Bills stopped all of their fans from throwing snowballs, the Dolphins defense should be able to stop the Buffalo Bills offense.
You would think, right?
You would think.
Look, actually, as silly as it sounds, I'm talking myself into it, Jeff, with the success that we had running the ball in the first half. Might not be a bad idea to just play action and try to take one over the top first play.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
All you got to get's a step.
Well, and Tua has to actually put it out in front of the receiver, which has been a problem.
Yeah. He had Waddle on that one. That was 7, man. That was 7.
Yeah, I think you're seeing the difference between an elite quarterback and a passable quarterback tonight.
But you know what? In Dolphin land, Jeff, he's as good as we've had. He's better now than Tannehill in his best days. He's better than Pennington when we were running. He's better than Jay Fiedler. I mean, he's as good a quarterback as we've had under center since Marino.
Yeah. If only you didn't say that Drew Brees guy was too injured to take, so you went with Dante Culpepper back in 2006. That was a good move.
Wow. That was a great experiment.
Okay, the Dolphins, 1st and 10, an amazing
Whatever happened to that Drew Brees guy?
3 and out from the defense.
I don't know. He withered away into obscurity.
That's what I figured.
1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to Mostert. Another nice run. Run the ball. Pound it. Just like Jeff's been saying all game. You get positive yards. You don't just get positive yards. You set up an amazing
ahead of the chains. Right, ahead of the chains. Now you can use your playbook.
Yep.
And the more you hold possession of the ball, the less Josh Allen is on the field.
There you go. Look, first half, you gave Mostert 12 carries. He's averaged 11 on the season. You gave him 12 carries in the first half, and he got 114. Come on.
2nd and 4.
I know what I'm talking about.
Tua to throw. Oh, my God. That was knocked down by the former Dolphin, Shaq Lawson. He's been good today.
Yeah.
I like Isaac's play-by-play is so ambiguous that I am 5 seconds behind it. I don't know if it's a touchdown, a pick, or something in between.
Well, I'll tell you.
Oh my God,
Jeremiah! In all fairness, I did not see if that ball was intercepted or whatnot. I don't know if you saw. It was in the hands of Shaq Lawson. Yeah. 3rd and 4. Tua's going to throw deep, wide open. Jalen Waddle. Now I can say, oh my gosh, 10, 5, touchdown. You see, Jeff, this is why I have to say, oh my God. And there's the Waddle in the cold.
Jeff, that one was in stride. That one was in stride.
I actually think he slowed down to catch it, but good enough. He was that wide open.
Wide open.
Look at it. It's a simple route
in the history of football right there.
Wow. Jalen Waddle.
That's a good throw. A little behind him, but good throw.
Yeah.
And when you're that wide open, it doesn't need to be my God. I mean,
yeah, I don't know where the safety never moved.
But hey, you see, Jeremiah, you throw it in stride, and Waddle or Hill will take it to the distance.
Again,
it wasn't even in stride. It was a little behind, but it didn't need to be in stride that much.
It starts with coming out, stay ahead of the chains.
Why are they going for 2 here?
2nd and 3. Now you can get creative.
They're going to tie it. They could have tied it earlier if they went for 2. So
no, it's too early. It's too early.
Yes, only go for 2 if you need to, and you do not need to here.
And they'll get it, and I'll look like an ass, but it's too early.
Nope, they do not get it. So, Jeff, you don't have to worry about that. That was intended for Waddle. Way too much on that.
You guys are learning my philosophy. We called it before. You can say it's no snowballs, but take the points.
Yes.
Just take the points. You don't have to here. You don't have to.
The thing is, you set yourself in such a bad position. Now the Bills score a touchdown. You're 9 points down.
Exactly.
Instead of 8.
Yeah.
So it's nonsensical to do it this early.
It's too early. Exactly. You don't need it at this point, right?
Yeah. Take the point. Yeah. No, going for 2 early in the game like that. I do understand the logic if it's a personal foul and you get it at the 1, your percentage of your odds of getting it in are much greater. I understand in that circumstance going for 2, but I'm a big proponent of taking the 1 point. Unless you're going to go for 2 every single time you score a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's what I was preaching last week with the Chargers. Look, you go twice. You get it half the time, you get 7 points instead of kicking 2 field goals, you get 6. If you're going for 2 every time and you can get it more than 50% of the time, then go for 2 every time. But nobody does it. So no, there's a peek into the analytics that's inside of my head. You kick the extra point there.
So that was a 67-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Waddle. Waddle 3 catches today, 114 yards. That is a lot of yards per catch. Obviously, the Dolphins are playing well in the cold, which is impressive. And believe me, the Dolphins did not practice for this cold weather. I know Mike McDaniel had the AC turned all the way
Yeah.
up in the bubble at the training facility, but that does nothing. Come on.
I'll
Look.
say it doesn't appear that either team's really affected by the weather.
No.
Which is surprising for the Dolphins. Not surprising for the Bills.
Is it though? I mean, just because they play in it's not like every player on the Dolphins is born and raised in Florida.
Well, we know that Tua has no experience in the snow, and his worst career game was last week, but also against the Titans in the cold.
Again, though, this is why I struggle at being good at chess or anything else, is I don't think 3 moves ahead. Yeah. I just, again, you don't need to go for the 2-point conversion there. I just, I see where it helps you further down the line, but again,
it was a bad move.
Jeremiah, what did I say last week? If you go for 2 or you go for it on 4th and 1 at the goal line, you run a play that you're 100% going to get. Yep. That play, it was a throw in the back of the end zone, and it wasn't even catchable. So that is not a play.
He wanted Tyreek coming back in motion, and it just got taken away from him.
Yeah. But the play was way too quick, so I could tell that he didn't look all around. But, yeah, if that was converted, it would have been a tie game at 21. But for now, it's the Bills leading 21-19. Look, the Dolphins are playing well. They forced a 3-and-out to start the second half. Let's see what the Dolphins defense can do today. Jeremiah, you've watched more of this game than me, so you let me know. Has the Dolphins defense been bend or break? From what I have seen, no, it hasn't.
They've been bend and break.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's a run from Josh Allen, and that's an easy first down.
Like knife through butter, man.
Bill's already close to the 50-yard line.
Didn't get around.
Jalen Phillips almost got him from behind.
At least Javon Holland's back out on the field. That's good.
Yep, and that's a nice hit.
Yeah, nice tackle.
That's a clean hit that could bang up a quarterback. Yep. Nice job, Holland. 1st and 10. Cook in the backfield. Fake handoff. Allen under pressure. He's going to throw it wide open. Dawson Knox. Oh, my goodness. This Dawson
seconds
defense.
Behind. Jalen Phillips was right on that ass coming around the corner and just can't get there.
And weak coverage from Holland, by the way, who just made that nice tackle.
Josh Allen's just presence. It's like he feels it.
Just a second behind. He did push him
it's
down.
Like he's been that way this entire game. We've closed in on him a couple of times, and he's able to get rid of the ball right before it collapses.
Yep. Knox on the sideline, and that's a run up the middle. A few yards for Cook. Yeah, Phillips was just a few seconds behind. You're right, Jeremiah. But I want to look at Holland on this replay because it looked like he wasn't. I don't know. I really don't know.
But it's almost, again, the initial coverage is staying tight enough that Allen's having to buy extra time.
That is true.
I think we've done a good job down the field covering.
It's the few seconds after that.
Yeah. It's the breakdown.
Yep.
Uh-oh. We might have an injury on the field. Oh. Sorry, I jumped ahead of you on that.
No, I see, though.
Diggs grabbing his hip.
No, Diggs is up.
Watch at the end of the play.
That was awkward.
It was
all
awkward,
I know.
Right?
All I know is injuries hurt way more in the cold.
I thought maybe it was a hamstring
he's up and
or
still on the field.
The glute.
Bill's got 5 receivers out wide. Throw it into Allen. Oh, is he going to get sacked? Oh, he flips it. Incomplete pass. Almost got sacked.
What's the flag?
Yeah. Oh, let's see what the flag is. But nice.
The flag's a holding.
It better be.
It better be.
Well, if they decline it, I think the Bills are going to go for it here. If they accept, I'm assuming it's a hold. I might be wrong.
But nice defense by Jerome Baker,
They
forcing.
took the
Looked like
penalty.
Wilkins
You're right,
may
Jeff.
have gotten hold.
Hey,
they're
but
not gonna decline that one.
Jerome
They're gonna
Baker
take it.
getting in. We haven't seen that much of Baker this season, but he almost forced a sack. We know
Again,
Allen.
Phillips caused it on the outside, pushed him up. Wilkins was on it.
Yep.
You've got to stay in those layers of just keep coming with pressure.
Yep.
Phillips
And that was
getting around the
basically
outside created that.
that was basically a sack, but
Oh,
of course Allen.
Wilkins
Phillips
got
is
so
beating his
close to
man to
grabbing
death over
Allen's
there in the
balls
corner.
again.
Look, I'm going to give EJ some love when he gets on here. Jalen Phillips is making an impact tonight.
3rd and 12. Oh, yeah. It would have been a 4th
Okay, I
down.
like that I don't see the shell.
Oh, false start on the Bills. It's going to be
little-
3rd and
Another
even
3rd
longer.
and 17.
Getting a little.
Well, hey.
Oh, just don't go into that little shell.
Yes, what happened the last time? It was 3rd and 18. We did that kind of prevent defense, that
Yeah.
shell that you're talking about, and they
Screw
threw it
that shell.
behind that prevent defense.
Screw that shell.
Yeah, I would say it's not a prevent defense if you can throw it behind it.
Right.
It's just
Well,
a
it's a-
bad zone.
Well, like we literally went in like it was picket fence style. It was like level, level, level. And
Which
the
is
level
prevent.
that we left between 2 and 3 was right at 18 yards. It's like
Yeah. All right,
Okay,
3rd
this
and
is better.
17.
we're tied up.
No shell. Thank God. No shell. Okay. Allen, a lot of time. Moving up, throwing it deep, and it is, just off the fingertips of Isaiah McKenzie.
Boy.
He would have hauled that in. That would have been
Oh, man.
inside the red zone. The Bills almost converted. There's a flag. Dolphins obviously declining it.
Wow.
Big break. Big
Again,
break. But I
though-
guess if he caught it, it would have been.
Look, I know
No
it's being nitpicky as shit, man, but Josh Allen, for as talented as his arm is, he doesn't throw the ball with a lot of touch.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
that's
saying, there's not a
nitpicky,
lot
dude.
of feel.
That's a great pass and a drop.
Yeah, no, that.
I mean,
You're being overly
again,
nitpicky.
Yeah, that's.
Bullet.
no.
That's a bullet.
That's gonna
Yeah,
punt.
yeah. Bullet right
Cedric
into his
Wilson.
hand.
But he had room right over the top. I don't know. I don't,
Did you see where Josh Allen threw the ball, though? He's
on the
sliding
run.
away.
Yeah. Hey, all right, we got another stop.
Yeah.
That's 2 stops in a row from the defense. Now the offense can answer. Please, please, Mike McDaniel, don't forget what got us going last time. Run the ball.
Yep.
Especially now. Your
So-
defense
Yeah,
is
a nice
playing well.
long drive would be really
Be complimentary.
big.
Get a nice
Yeah,
long
yes,
drive.
yes.
Get this thing down the field.
And a field goal will give us the lead. We're only down by 2. Look, this is my take on this game. I know I've been asking you, Jeremiah. So here are my thoughts. Tua is being a game manager today. He's making the passes he needs to be. He's been a little inaccurate, which I do not like to see, but it's good enough for you to win games. I don't think it's good enough for you to win games against playoff teams, but the Bills are a playoff team. They're a Super Bowl contender. So that is a good sign. The Dolphins defense is holding up. I love to see it. Most importantly, Waddle and Hill are proving that they are unstoppable. If they stay healthy, which they have all season long, they produce. And look, Devontae Parker was an amazing wide receiver when he stayed healthy. And that when was never. But Hill and Waddle, they're very young and they are durable. And I just love what I'm seeing out of both of them. I mean, Hill only has 29 receiving yards, but 7 targets. You can tell he's heavily involved in this offense.
Mostert is proving. Give him the rock and he can run.
Yeah.
And then when
exactly.
Jeff Wilson comes back,
Yeah.
look,
Jeff Wilson.
here's the other thing. Let's look at this. Even if we watch these other games and as brutal and bad as they were, Tua played like absolute ass the last 2 games. No other way to put it. And we were in those games.
Yes.
In previous years, poor quarterback play would have completely blown the Dolphins out of any chance of contention. I do feel like this Dolphins team this year can step on the field and play with anybody. Right? I really do. And it's been such a long time since that's been the case. So right now, I'm just really glad that this is tight. We're staying close. Get it? Look, if we're close in the fourth quarter again, we have playmakers.
Yes. And another thing, if we get our secondary back, at least the majority of it,
Right.
come playoff time, the Dolphins defense is going to be more bend than break.
And I like that. We're getting pressure. The last drive, we got pressure. We're at least making Allen get out of the pocket. We're flushing him.
Oh, I love Wilkins.
I love the
talking
fins
trash
up
to
in there,
Diggs.
Avery.
Okay,
Hey,
so
Ron Diggs is not a happy camper.
You guys been talking about getting the secondary back healthy since the Pittsburgh game like 3 months ago.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Talking
one
to
we
the
can hope
guy
to come
who,
back
for
now
the
is
second year
Byron
in a row,
Jones.
has the most injuries of any team in the league.
The only one we can help
I
to
have no
have back is
sympathy.
Byron Jones.
but you know something? Gesicki, Waddle, or Hill haven't been injured this year, so that's a good sign. Nice run. There we go. Getting Ahmed involved, Jeremiah. I love to see it. And you know something? If Ahmed continues to have success for the remaining time in the second half, we could have 3 solid running backs. Even with Joe Wilson back, we could see Ahmed involved these next few weeks.
That was such a
There's
great
a lot
lead
of knocks
block
you
by
can put
Ingold.
on Ahmed. Ahmed runs the ball every time he's ever been given a chance. When the guy gets an opportunity to play, he runs hard.
2nd and 1. You see, this is why you run the ball on first down. Like Jeff said, you get ahead and you can run it again on 2nd down, and they do, and they get the first down. Amazing job by this Finns offense.
Ingold's block on Milano on that first down run was beautiful. And he also had a great block on 2nd down.
Like I said, Alex Ingold is still underrated. Like
100%.
People know who he is, and they know he's one of the best fullbacks, but they underrate the fullback position.
I'm telling you, the other part about running the ball truly is sometimes you just got to take somebody's heart, man. Yep. You just got to eat their lunch. And right now, this offensive line, who is much maligned and beat up on a whole lot of different situations, is dominating Buffalo's defensive line.
Oh, what was that pass about? There is a flag. Jeff, you tell me. You're the play call designer.
I didn't think they were set, but the flag's downfield, so I don't.
Yeah, the flag's on the Bills, illegal contact. Did that affect the play? I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. See, I thought they were going to call
it definitely did.
Or shift
on
the Dolphins because
when Tyreek made his outcut, he got hugged.
Yeah, you're a little ahead of me, Jeremiah. If you saw that replay before me. Yep. All right, first down. Dolphins are moving now. They can take the lead. Ahmed out in the backfield again.
Long and there's the tight end. So we're running 2 tight ends with Durham Smythe and Hunter Long. Still no Gesicki.
Wait, no Hill or this is going to be a run here because you have no Hill or Waddle. We know that. This has to be a run. First down. Yeah. When you see no Hill or Waddle, you know it's going to be a run.
See, I think we're talented enough here that if, like, you had Durham Smythe on the left side of that, set up that same formation, move Smythe over to where Long was, put Gesicki on the side, play action and naked boot back with Gesicki one-on-one. Yeah. You know, I mean, those are the sort of things that you want to see get set up.
Yeah, and you do these plays.
That comes back.
And you do these plays so often that the defense is going to expect a run with Hill and Waddle on the sideline.
Right.
That sets up a pass to, like, Cedric Wilson. Cedric Wilson was an amazing receiver last year. Not amazing, but amazing for his spot on the depth chart. 2nd and 9. Smythe in motion. Fake handoff. Oh, Tua escapes a sack. Nice spin move. Tua's going to run. Blocker in front of him. He just dodged. I think he tripped.
Sniper! Somebody sniped him. Like, he tripped up on his own self, man.
Hey, but I'll tell you, Smythe did everything he needed to do there. He was in motion, set the lead block. He could have,
easily would have been a first down.
Yeah, look, he's banging the ground. Tua just slipped. Smythe was doing a good job.
Hey, there comes the ghost, Mike Gesicki.
Yep.
Gesicki's in the game.
Out there.
Tua was juking the guy 4 yards down the field.
Wait a second.
Smythe in front of him.
I don't see Tyreek Hill out there. What's going on? I just see Waddle, Wilson, and Sherfield.
And Gesicki on the inside slot.
Where's Hill?
Sideline.
Thank you, Jeff. Oh, that's a bad pass. Almost intercepted. Number 27 again.
Ball.
What's going on with this Buffalo cornerback, number 27?
Why are you going at Tre'Davious White?
White? He's a great cornerback.
Yeah, you're lucky he didn't jump that. I mean, you're lucky he doesn't jump it.
I thought Tre'Davious White was 26. That's Singletary. I'm an idiot. Okay, so.
All right, that's okay. We killed a little bit of clock. We still ran the ball, showed a couple of different looks.
Is it just me, Jeremiah, or has Tre'Davious White dropped?
Keep coming.
Let that ball bounce. Oh, perfect. At the 2.
Hey, Thomas Morstead.
Best punter in NFL history.
Jeremiah, is it just me or has Tre'Davious White dropped a few interceptions today?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought, I know Tre'Davious White's an amazing quarterback, and you guys, I forgot what number he was, so I just said 27, but he's been, he's defended well, but just hasn't captured the interception.
Yeah, you don't want, that he could have jumped that. I mean, you saw the look on Tre'Davious White's face, right? When he looked at the sideline and he had that sort of like, ooh, like, I'm just saying, you might not want to throw that pass again anytime soon.
Well, I'm
Maybe
surprised that
double
he's
moving.
dropped the interceptions he was supposed to get already. You can't give
Big
him
and
any
hard
more
didn't
chances.
go.
Tua's
Yeah.
been a little late a lot today.
He has.
Just a little late a lot.
A little late a lot.
What's going to change? Because that's been the same thing for the last few weeks.
I don't know. I just don't want to hear him be called the most accurate quarterback anymore. Because, I mean, Jesus, I watched the most accurate quarterback in NFL history. He never had games like Tua's had. He's never had passes like, I mean, Drew Brees in a season wouldn't have passes like bad passes that Tua's had in the last 2 weeks in a whole season.
Look,
I mean,
again,
it's something's
The bad
off.
thing is this is as good as we've seen Tua look in 3 weeks.
you guys know what I have to say about Tua. I don't think he's the best quarterback. I don't even think he's a good quarterback.
I think you're on the other extreme, though, dude. Teddy Bridgewater is nowhere near in his league.
Why is
I mean,
Teddy
I
not
get
the
it.
number 2 quarterback?
He's been injured. He's on the injured list.
Is he still injured?
But by the way,
he's been on the injury report. Yeah.
But by the way, Dolphin fans, even if Bridgewater was healthy, would put Skylar Thompson ahead of Bridgewater. They love Skylar Thompson just because of the preseason. But in his few snaps in the regular season, he has been terrible. Worse than Bridgewater, who hasn't been the best, I'll admit.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
everyone
but
loves the
Dolphin
backup
fans,
quarterback.
dude. We're so quarterback needy. I don't think people can really understand what that's like.
Well, guess what,
Especially a guy
Jeremiah?
like you, Jeff, you have Brees for forever. We're so desperate, man. Like we're the ugly girl that never gets asked to the prom. So like
Isaac, earmuffs. I know you're kind of wearing them already, but Jeremiah, it's like that friend who hasn't gotten laid in like a year and a half.
Yeah.
He's at a bar looking at this disgusting woman and like, man, I think I can bang her. It's like, no, dude, no. Dude, yeah, I can. I'm like, no, I know you can, but you shouldn't.
Yeah, when you're convincing your friend where he's like, she's cute. You're like, no, dude, she's not. Dude, no, dude, she is. No, she just likes you. That's why she said stop. Like, that's who we are. So when Skylar Thompson comes in the preseason, we're like, that's the guy. He's the greatest.
Here's the problem, Jeremiah. The Dolphins passed on Brock Purdy. So did every team, but except the 49ers.
The Saints could have used.
Okay, look, at some point we passed on Josh Allen, didn't we? I mean, didn't we have a draft pick before the Bills drafted Josh Allen? I mean, everybody's passed on everybody somewhere.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean,
Mike Trout.
Truth of the matter is, I'm as happy with our quarterback situation as I've been in a very long time.
This is Saturday Night FL Teams Live.
Hey!
Allen to throw, incomplete.
I used to give Brian Flores a lot of credit for the secondary, but you got to give Chris Greer in the scouting department as well, right? I mean, from finding Javon Holland to Brandon Jones, and now look, Kader Kohu, Nick Needham, right? I mean, these guys that were just nobodies coming through this, and they've made a lot of impact. Kader Kohu has literally kind of saved our season in a big way.
Yeah.
Secondary decimated, undrafted, and he's played his ass off, man.
Yeah. The only problem, he commits unneeded penalties, but I take that because our secondary needs help, and he's providing that. 39 here. Allen in the back of the end zone. Nice tackle.
Speak of Javon Holland.
There we go. Big tackle, especially the fact that he was sent to the locker room before halftime.
Holland spying the whole time. That's pretty talented to be a spy and be able to close out.
Exactly.
It looks like Holland's got a neck thing on.
Yeah, he does.
I don't remember him seeing that before, but they took him off earlier. Maybe he had a stinger or something. Maybe he's just cold. I don't know.
Okay. Forcing a punt. Love to see it.
Should have great field position.
right at the 50-yard line. And Cedric Wilson's not bobbling any catches on the punts today, Jeremiah.
No. All right. Hey, the defense is playing well. The offense got the big play. Again, let's just keep chopping this thing down, right? Like, look, I had a sales manager one time that, that said, he used to have this whole saying all the way through. He's like, what's the best way to eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? And it's kind of, look, what's the best way to beat Buffalo? Just keep chopping, man. Just one at a time. Just play steady, stick to the game plan. Don't make mistakes. One bite at a time, man.
I thought you were going to say eat Josh Allen.
One bite at a time.
Christian Wilkins would start from a place that's not appropriate.
All right.
Yeah,
Starting in a good field position, man.
I know what you're referring to, Jeff. 1st and 10. Please run it on 1st down. Or not. Tua taking a deep shot. Overthrow. Oh, who is that? Sanders?
I have no idea.
Is that Emmanuel Sanders? I'm just kidding. It's not.
No, I think it's like Brandon Sanders or something. Well, look, they did the play action on the naked boot.
First of all, where is Tyreek?
Tyreek was open underneath.
He was out there. Good. Okay, who is that guy? I've never seen him in my life.
I think that was actually underthrown, but also awful adjustment to the ball.
Well, it's a no-name wide receiver for
Braylon Sanders.
Who?
Braylon Sanders out of Ole Miss.
Lane Kiffin.
Braylon.
Well, welcome to the team, I guess. He's in motion. He's on the field. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, Tua under a lot of pressure, and he's sacked. That happens way too quickly.
This would be Braylon Sanders' second ever career game.
And why is he on the field now? Are we down a receiver?
No idea. Oh, Hunt got I don't know what happened. Well, I mean, shoot. No, that was just a good scheme.
Yeah, well,
Hunt blocked down.
Hunt had to guard 2 guys because
he can't block 2 dudes.
Someone on the right lost their man.
Look, we get the ball at the 50. We go 2 passes. Now we're sitting in 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17.
That's somebody not calling protection. The quarterback or the center not recognizing the blitz.
Short pass to Hill. Let's see if he can use his speed. No room to do that. Dolphins are going to probably have to punt because
you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I mean they're at the 50-yard line. They'd go for it if they only needed a few, but they need 10.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got the best punter in NFL history. Let him pin him inside the 10 here.
I want to brag about him, and I was getting ready to, but I'm shutting my mouth till after this kick.
Get this guy Sanders off the field. If I see that guy Sanders on the field one more time, there's no reason to have him on the field. Seriously.
Oh.
You spoke too soon. Oh, roughing the kicker?
Well, one, they're going to be pinned inside the 10, but I think that might be roughing. It looked like it caught him well, it looks like Lewis probably took the worst part of it, but it looked like he caught him right in the upswing.
It looked like he ran all the way through him. So the general rule is if you hit the kicking leg, it's running. If the plant leg, it's roughing.
Oh, my God. Morstead knocked him down. Yo, he is the best punter. Jeff,
that's roughing. He just ran all the way through him.
Jeff, I'm buying the love. Morstead is a heck of a punter, man.
That's going to be a 1st down.
Well,
yeah, they called it roughing, right?
Yeah,
yes, it's a 1st down. The Dolphins are back on offense. See, Morstead's the
and in field goal range.
So inspirational. Yes, and field goal range.
Right.
So the Dolphins have a chance to take the lead if Jason Sanders puts himself together. Anyways,
all
1st down.
phases of the game are making plays. The defense made the stops. The special teams pinning them at the 1, getting this one.
I mean, in fairness, that looked like maybe the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life by the Bills player who just ran through the punter.
Run
2 seconds after the ball left his foot.
Right there is the reason you keep running the ball.
Yep.
They were on a run blitz with 3 guys in the backfield, and Mostert still got 6.
Yeah, because he broke the initial hit.
I was going to break down Mostert's like 70-yard run or whatever it was, but there wasn't anything to break down. There was good blocking, and 6 yards up the field, he broke 1, 2, 3, 4 tackles up the side. He's in beast mode today.
Yep.
Feed him.
Mostert at
Feed
114.
that man.
All right, Ahmed back out. The Dolphins use. I hate when teams use valuable timeouts in the third quarter. Save them for the fourth quarter. Please.
22 seconds on the play clock. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Please save timeouts for the final quarter. Whatever.
That seems dumb.
Okay, so we have a break. Jeff, let me ask you this. Obviously, me and Jeremiah are the Dolphin fans, so I want to ask you, looking at the Dolphins from an outside perspective, which you're already at, you're a Saint fan, do you think that if Tua has an off game come playoff time, I'm not going to use the Bills as an example. I don't know. You pick whatever playoff team you want. The Dolphins face them. Tua has an off game. Looking at the way the Dolphins special teams plays and the defense, you think the Dolphins could win a game?
No. No, I mean, look, if they don't win the division, you're talking about playing the Bills, the Chiefs, the Bengals. If they sneak into the 5 seed, they get to play the Titans, which is a free pass.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Yeah.
Or the Jaguars, maybe.
Nah, well, either way, yeah. the AFC South is the NFC South. They're the same. Every team in those two divisions suck. But aside from that,
Mostert on the sideline.
An off day against the Bills, the Chiefs, the Bengals, no, they don't have it.
Okay. Especially in the playoffs, because that's when they turn it on.
Yeah.
Pitch play to Ahmed. I love it. Tons of room. Nice blocking. First down. Man, I tell you, Jeremiah.
Came ready to run.
Yeah,
They're ready to run.
Like we saw Ahmed in the last few games of last season. His runs didn't really mean anything. But these runs are literally to make the playoffs, and he is producing.
I mean, there's no tentative nature in this running game today. Like literally, they're just making a decision, putting a foot in the ground and going. And I haven't seen that. They didn't do that against San Francisco. They didn't do that against the Chargers.
It sucks that Jeff Wilson is missing out on this running game today, but it is what it is. The Dolphins.
I'd rather Jeff be hurt now and be ready for the playoffs if we get
maybe
there.
It's a blessing in disguise because now you've got another back who you can count on.
Yeah. Tua taking a deep shot. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. The Dolphins take the lead. Oh, my goodness. This
Look what happens when you run the ball.
They're hitting on all facets of the game. The snowballs are still flying down. I thought the snowballs melted.
That's Tre'Davious White. That's one of the best corners in the league. And, hey, we've been knocking him all day. Tua threw that shit in a window.
Yeah, and guess what? And we can't complain about that throw. Not overthrown, not underthrown. Perfect in his chest.
I mean, that was right between one of the best corners in the league and a closing safety.
So,
I mean, he dropped that in the bucket.
For the first time today, the Dolphins are leading, correct?
Beautiful. Yep.
They were up 3-0.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 3-0.
I wasn't watching the game at that point, so, yeah.
Okay.
Jason Sanders drills it. The Dolphins are up.
But the last time we did take the lead, right? When we went up 3-0, Josh Allen went 4 plays, 75 yards. So,
with ease.
Keep the defense going. And look,
I guess 4 plays, 75 yards pretty much describes. Look at Thomas Morstead, the MVP of the Dolphins.
Look, God love him. Did you see who the first man in the end zone was to celebrate with Tyreek Hill?
Wilkins.
He just wanted to grab his nuts.
Wilkins. Christian Wilkins, dude.
I've lost so much respect doing a deep dive on
that's how
you know I
watch my Dolphins, because I did not see that, and I knew it would be Wilkins. Wilkins is everywhere, man. Everywhere.
From the minute that when he was drafted, he bear hugged Goodell. I'm like, this guy's gonna be fun, and he is. Christian Wilkins is really, dude. He really is just such an integral part of the whole defense and the team. I mean, you got a guy with that much energy and that much drive and that much push. It really just it infuses everybody.
And for someone that wants to be a broadcaster, I could tell he would be interested in being a broadcaster when he retires. I already saw him on College Game Day a few weeks ago. He was pretty good.
I think he's going to work for Pornhub when he's done. So much respect lost for that dude.
Why?
Diving.
Why? What did he do? Oh, the grabbing the crotch. Come on.
Oh my God, he does it all the time, man.
Yeah. You
Like,
know,
nah, that's not cool, man.
what happens
By
in
the
the
way-
pile stays in the pile.
By the way,
No,
Jeff-
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You don't grab another dude's. You know what?
Hey, by the way, guys, why are the Bills fans so good with not throwing the snowballs? Did they melt, or they're just better than Eagle fans?
I
both.
think
People from Philadelphia are basically, think of the worst behaved animals at the zoo. And they're much more intelligent than everyone I've known that's been born in Philadelphia.
every sports fan in Philadelphia takes everything as a challenge, right? Like literally, when the Eagles were in the Super Bowl, they went into downtown Philly and they greased all of the light poles because they were like, we don't want people climbing on the light poles. So it was just a challenge when the Eagles won it. They were like, you want to put grease on the light pole? I'm climbing the fucking fire pole. And they did. And they climbed greased poles while throwing four. When you tell them not to do something, they're going to do it just because you
Yes.
told them not to.
They're I can't say that word. They're morons.
Like,
the whole city
yeah,
is just a bunch of morons.
It literally is when you're like, no, man, you can't do that. Bullshit. I'll show you I can do it. Most people have the common decency to not hurt their team.
By the way, Jeff, I'm going to buy into the hype around Morstead because I finally watched the Super Bowl clip, right, with the onside kick. And he needs to do onside kicks instead of Jason Sanders. We need to start a
Ambush,
petition.
baby. That was the name of the onside kick.
What was it?
Ambush.
Ambush.
I don't know what the weather is currently in Buffalo, but I'll give Buffalo and their whole field crew credit. I mean, that field is immaculate. Really,
it looks like a normal night besides the snowballs being thrown.
Yeah, I mean, like it doesn't look wet. It doesn't look,
There's been a few slips, but I mean that's inevitable. I mean,
but it looks in great shape for what you see. The little time lapse thing they showed before.
I have a question. What will it take for the refs to actually throw a 15-yard penalty for the snowballs? It just seems like it will never happen.
Probably a snowball that actually affects a play.
Yeah.
Or
I
hits
still
an
see
official.
Yeah.
That is very true because I still see snowballs, but I guess you're right. It's not affecting the play.
I'm gonna make a call here. I got $50 for anyone who draws blood from Bill Vinovich with a snowball. $50. I'll Venmo you, Buffalo fan. I just need video evidence. I need blood. Death is okay. I'm okay with whatever happens.
Right, second and 3. Let's tighten up.
That's probably not acceptable, is it?
Not on FL teams, maybe other.
So
Bill Vinovich is the devil.
Again, I think they're going to let one or two go, Isaac. But you remember when Hines scored that first touchdown?
Yeah.
Like literally there were hundreds of snowballs raining down. Like that.
Yeah, that
won't happen again.
It was celebratory though. It wasn't angry, violent.
Not like the ones they were throwing at the wide receivers in the end zone on the Dolphins drive, but whatever.
No, those were celebratory.
By the way,
Buffalo
Jeff
are good people. They're not pieces of shit like Philadelphia.
Is Bill Vinovich the captain today?
Oh, whoa. Okay.
A lot of pressure. Incomplete.
Okay. Couldn't it really be grounding considering the fact that the only person there is the lineman?
Nah, Cook was there.
There's nobody. That's the offensive lineman.
No. Cook was there.
Where?
Well, it hit the offensive lineman's leg.
Where's Cook?
Like 3 yards past the line. Like Cook is right there.
No, I don't see intent. No,
all right.
I don't see it. No intentional grounding. Definitely
I'm extra salty tonight. I know I'm overthinking everything. It's just in me.
Hey, I haven't been making fun of Tua, but that's because he's producing. Allen taking a deep shot. That is hauled in. Is he in bounds? Yes. No. Isaiah McKenzie. I think the ref said it's not. He caught that diving, but both of his feet. Yeah, his knee's in. That's a catch.
Did they call it anything on the field?
They called it incomplete on the field.
Well, that replay, he's in bounds with his knee.
Did he maintain
Well, as his
possession?
knee
It
is
sure
there,
looked like
his
it.
thigh is out.
Nah, his knee was in first.
Yeah, no, that's a catch. What
That's
was
a
the
catch.
original call though? That's a catch. Yep, that's definitely a catch. No, he got
Did he
that knee down,
maintain
Jeremiah.
possession the whole way?
The ball moves.
The ball can move as long as it doesn't move on the ground.
We need to bring in Gene Skeletor. You know,
Watch when he hits.
Skeletor.
Gene
Right.
Skeletor's coming in.
When he hits, the ball completely shifts up.
I don't know. I think that's a catch.
Well,
but
are they reviewing this? I can't tell. They keep on showing this replay.
Buffalo's
There-
challenging it because it was called incomplete.
nobody knows what a catch is in the NFL nowadays. So
Yes, Gene
It's going to
Skeletor
be hard to
does.
overturn this. Watch it on his chest.
Skeletor, not Skeletor.
Right. Watch this. Okay, so say the knee's there. You're good. There's open on the ball. Both hands are not on. Now
No,
on here, it moves up.
I think that's a catch. Me
And there's
personally.
ground in between the hands.
Jeff, what do you think? Catch or
And it
not? I think it's
bounces
a
back.
catch.
Hold on, I'm looking. I'm a second behind you.
I say yes.
They called it incomplete too. So it's got to be.
That little movement on the ground.
There's space between the hands. There's space between the hands.
I don't know. I
The
feel
tip
like
hits just
I
the
think
tip.
I think-
that's incomplete.
I think the call stands. Whatever. Like if they called it a catch, it would be a catch.
Yes.
But
but that's what
That
I
was
hate
not
about
enough to overturn
replay.
it.
Why
Not
does
enough to
the
overturn it.
why does the initial call matter? Seriously. Just why? Like just review
You
it
have to
without
have
knowing.
evidence to overturn it.
Yeah, but
no, I agree with you, Isaac.
why can't they just review it without caring
Yeah,
about the original call?
Call it
I
the
got
way it
you.
should be called. Don't bias yourself
Exactly.
based on
That's
what
that's
the
like
blind mice
saying
called on the field.
exactly.
But look, if I'm looking at that without it even being called incomplete on the field, right there is where I'm calling it incomplete.
I'd call it a catch, honestly, but I'd say that it would.
You didn't see I
Correct,
saw air
Jeff.
No,
between
I
the
get what
hands
you're
and it
saying.
hits the
I
ground.
don't see it really.
Correct. I think it is a catch.
shifts at all when it hits the ground, right?
Yeah, Jeremiah, I
No,
think
not if your hands are on it, and his hands are on it. I mean, his hands don't come off it.
I
Jeremiah.
thought that was like the Megatron rule, right?
Here's where I
Well,
stand,
no,
Jeremiah.
there's no rule. Catch is whatever the refs want it to be. That's the problem with the NFL.
What do you
Jeff,
think, guys?
Okay, Jeremiah, I think it's a catch, but it's not going to be ruled because of the initial call, which I think is stupid.
I agree with you, Isaac.
Man.
I'm right there with you.
There wasn't enough to overturn it.
I think it stands no matter what they
Okay.
called.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I
Called
do
it
think it was a
incomplete.
catch.
You know what? Hey, look, I'll tell you what. If I was a Buffalo fan right now, I'd probably be pissed off enough that I'd be throwing snowballs. But I mean, because I'm a fan.
Well, who would they be
That's what I
throwing it
do.
at? Who would they be throwing it at? The stupid.
I don't care. Just somebody enough to
Piece
get
of
them a
shit
15-yard
Vinovich.
penalty, dude.
All right, well, it's throw down. Yeah,
That
I
dude
still think
wearing the
that's a
white
catch.
hat?
Whatever.
That's a target.
Mhm.
It's the only referee wearing a white hat. Can't be too hard to find.
Holland is coming up again to spy.
3rd and 10.
That's beautiful.
Diggs in motion. Allen throwing it. Wide. Oh, just overthrow. Diggs was wide open. It's going to be 4th down.
I think Xavier fell.
Mm.
Oh, Josh Allen's missed a couple of throws, man.
Xavier Howard is killing me this season. I don't know what to say.
You think he's ever truly healed? I mean, he had like both hamstring injuries early in the season. He doesn't seem 100%.
That's a tough throw, Jeremiah. Rolling to your left, trying.
No,
to throw,
it is.
Trying to throw an improvised route to receiver. That wasn't the route he was running.
Right. Let's give it on this point. If Tua made that same throw, we'd be a little more critical than we are when Josh Allen does it.
No, because
Tua
because
couldn't make that throw in a million.
Tua
years.
would have Tua would have underthrown it. Allen
He
would
was
overthrow
rolling
it.
a righty. He was rolling to his left. This
I
is a
know.
crossing route, and they just cut up because he ran out of field.
I'm
He threw that
telling you,
ball
as a
with
Dolphins
touch,
fan,
Jeremiah, with touch.
right? That one did have touch. Look, as a Dolphin fan, I can tell you, Tua could have rolled out of 2 sacks, stepped up, went back to his right, took a hit as he threw that one, and all we would hear is he overthrew him. Like, guys are rough on Tua this year. They really are. I'm there with it as well, but it's a little brutal.
All right, 1st and 10, Dolphins on their own 10-yard line. Up by 5, chance to make it a 2-possession game with a touchdown. That's the fullback in gold. Nice yardage there.
That's a good
Jeff.
pass.
So, Jeff, I know you've been a little critical of McDaniel's play calling these last few weeks. Can you rate from a 1 to 10 his play calling thus far today?
Better.
No number?
6, 7.
Okay.
I mean, look, that play right there, that was a run play. I mean, it's a pass, but that's a run play.
But early in the game, Tua missed that one bad, right? Remember the first drive? Tua missed that same thing going to the right really bad.
Yeah.
2nd and 3. Now you can run it again.
Little dumps like that to the fullback. That's a run play in essence.
Mostert gets stopped there. 3rd and
Sorry,
I
into the third quarter.
End of the third quarter.
I've got a bit of a problem with McDaniel abandoning the run in crucial situations, though. I want to see him run the ball when it's 3rd and 1, when you're 2nd and goal from the 3.
I need a fourth quarter refill. I'll be back to see you guys in a minute.
End of the third quarter. We'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, get EJ in here.
Yeah, no, he's coming in 5 minutes. He's running a little behind, so.
All right, I'm going to refill too.
We'll all refill. Refill the energy tour. Come on. So, Jeff, Dolphins right now up 26-21, 15 minutes remaining. It's the start of the fourth quarter. They have the ball. 3rd and 3 at their own 17. Do you think the Dolphins have over a 50% chance to win this game? Now, the math would obviously say the Dolphins have over a 50% chance, but this could be a gut feeling. Do you think the Dolphins have an above a 50% chance to win this game?
Well, I mean, they've got all the momentum right now. I mean, the Bills haven't scored. They really haven't moved the ball this half.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the Dolphins.
Oh, my goodness. Come on. Tre'Davious White just – that's number 7. I thought it was 27.
Ooh.
That's another dropped interception.
That was a pick 6 right there.
Not just an interception, a pick 6, you're right. Now, that was on the money to Tyreek Hill. Just good defense, maybe a bad route, but right on the money to Hill.
Nah, it was a bad read by Tua. I mean,
exactly, but
you don't throw that ball.
If there's no defender, that is being caught.
Obviously. Yeah, but there is a defender, so you don't throw it. that's a bad.
That is let's see what
throw.
Morstead got. Oh, that's not the best punt. Whatever. Yeah, that would have been
not great.
Yeah. All right. So
even Babe Ruth struck out every once in a while.
Yeah,
Jeremiah,
that's
what are your
2
thoughts
outs
on
that
that?
were close to picked, man.
Yeah. The Dolphins are lucking out on these primetime games. These defenses just don't get interceptions.
Yeah, see that wasn't even a late throw by Tua. That was just a bad read.
Yeah.
The defense was right there.
All right.
That's the definition of forcing the ball to Tyreek.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is Tyreek's 10th target today. So, yeah.
Got to get more people involved.
Dawson Knox has 7 targets. Diggs has 6. Beasley just had that 1 catch. I mean, he's getting
I
worked
feel like
into the
Waddle
system.
hasn't been targeted much at all in this
Well,
game.
Waddle's been targeted 6 times. Only 3 catches, but he has 114 yards in that.
But how many times in this half? Once?
Probably.
The touchdown?
Yeah, probably just the touchdown. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is Waddle hurt? I think I've seen him out there.
He's been banged up, but no. I mean, but look, right now, dude, again, you take your top 2 backs. Mostert's averaging 8.4 yards a carry, and Ahmed's averaging 7.2. Why the hell? We're averaging 7 yards a carry. Why are we throwing the ball? 3rd and
That's
3.
why I said, what was that, a
ball.
3rd and 2 or a 3rd and 3?
3rd and 3. And again, eat the clock.
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
Run the ball in key situations.
Yeah.
I don't know why McDaniel's afraid to run the ball in important situations when his run game has been the thing that's kept him alive today.
So I think it's valid to say that McDaniel is not patient. Is it because he's so young and he's a new head coach?
I guess that's
Possibly.
a generous.
Overthinking it? I don't know. I mean,
he's
I
not
think he
patient.
thinks he's smarter than he is.
Look, I think you do see this as coaches get further along in the league too, is you've got to understand the different moments of the game, right? We were able to run the ball to establish it. Now you're getting in the 4th quarter. That was a drive where if you score, you go up 2 possessions, or a possession, at least a touchdown, right? So they can't just kick a field goal and take this back. And you can give your defense a rest. You can grind it. You can take the crowd out of it. You got to adjust your game plan at that point. Still take strategic shots, but, you take less than 30 seconds off the clock.
1st and 10. The Bills at their own 49-yard line.
That's such a big game for the Dolphins looking at their schedule.
Oh, a big sack from behind. The ball was knocked loose.
Now.
The Dolphins have it. What a sack from behind, forcing the fumble, a strip sack.
Who's got it?
Jalen Phillips.
Wilkins.
We know he likes to grab balls, man.
Wait, did Jalen Phillips force that?
Jalen Phillips knocks it loose.
Yeah. And Wilkins
is on it.
The perfect duo. Oh, my God. I'll tell you, he came in with force. Phillips knocked him from behind.
Phillips has been getting the edge all night. He's been beating this dude like a drum around the outside.
There we go. Christian Wilkins is always at the right place at the right time.
And not only that, but Christian Wilkins is the reason that Josh Allen had to cut back to where Jalen was.
Jalen Phillips has improved his game so much.
Holding his lane right there, then Josh Allen just runs straight ahead and gets 5 yards.
So going back to that draft pick where we drafted Phillips, that is looking like a gem of a draft.
That's a great draft all the way around.
1st and 10. Dolphins now with the ball. Quick
Run
turn of events. Mostert going to the outside. Nice run. That's why you run on 1st down.
That's it.
All of the momentum is on my
Line it up and do it again. You just took 11 on 1st down. Line it up and do it again.
Exactly. I tell you, Jalen Phillips.
Watch. Boom. What a great play. And again, Wilkins staying in his lane and beating his man is the reason Josh Allen had to pump.
Remember Wilkins got that offensive touchdown a few years ago?
Yeah. He almost got the other one too.
Please run the ball.
Man, Teron Armstead with a great run block setting that edge on the 1st down play.
Another positive gain.
And Mostert is not going down by the first guy. The first dude's not bringing him down.
All game.
No.
Look at Jalen Phillips warming up with no shirt before the game.
That's a kid who played at the U. USC and the U. So, yeah, cold weather really got in his head.
Yep. Okay.
Second and 4. Now look at how they're creeping up. Look at how they're creeping up.
Fake handoff because they're creeping up.
That's all right.
Quick throw. Tyreek Hill catches it, but that's short of the first down.
But did you see? Like, look, that's when you're a Dolphins offensive coordinator and it moves just a little. You're like, oh, they all started creeping up, man.
Because
like,
the run is working. The run is working. See,
it's working.
I don't think the Chargers creeped up once because of the run.
No.
Exactly.
Chargers didn't think about the run at all because we didn't.
Reference, Jeremiah. Hey, 3rd and 1, run the ball. I thought you were making it because it moved.
No, I'm just saying. I think you were on my page with the reference. If I'm a coordinator right there, I'm like, whoa.
Run the ball in key situations.
Well, they didn't run it, and they don't get the first down. Smythe is tackled for a big loss on that play.
Jordan Poyer, he's a hell of a safety.
Ay. Terrible play call. Terrible.
Most of them may have gotten it if they would have handed it. Right? If they would have handed it, he probably could have bounced it to the outside and got that.
Oh, Mike McDaniel pisses me off sometimes.
I think if Mostert ran left side there off Teron Armstead, I think he
Armstead's blasting it right now.
And now look at this. It's a 47-yard in the cold weather. Don't spoil anything, Jeremiah, because I think Sanders
the
might
snow's
miss
coming
it.
down. By the way, that going for 2 earlier.
And that is good.
They're going for 2.
How much that extra point would help right now?
Yeah. You'd be a 2-possession game.
Exactly. It's only an 8-point game now. Yikes. Let's see if EJ's going to come on.
I hate to say I told you so, but I love to say
this is so far with just over 11 minutes left in this game. This is the most complete Miami Dolphins game that I've seen all season.
Yes,
really is.
Against a top team.
Special team.
Not counting the Texans.
Right. I mean, and even that, look, special teams, right? Morstead, the field position, us flipping it around, not only pinning them at the 1, but getting it back at the 50, drawing, the other, roughing the punter, some good returns, running the ball, passing the ball, stopping the run, creating turnovers on defense, everything. This is, people would say that if Miami was going to go in there tonight and win this game, they had to play perfect. And right now they played damn near perfect, as perfect as they can. I mean, we still missed some plays and Tua's accuracy is questionable, but this is by far, I think, one of the most complete games I've seen them put together in a time when they needed this after the last 2 ugly ones, right?
Yeah.
In the division. On the road, in the cold, at night, prime time. Now let's close it out.
Well, again, these defenses are going to go home after the game and just be annoyed by the amount of chances they had to intercept a pass from Tua. But again, the Dolphins get away with it. And hey, you get away with it. You get away with it. It's no excuse. I mean, a win's a win. And against the Bills, you take it because if the Dolphins win this, they are 2-0 against the Bills this season.
Another thing that we haven't seen so much play out, but we have, Javon Holland spying Josh Allen is making a difference.
Yeah.
Allen's had a couple of big runs, but he's keeping him in the pocket, and we're getting pressure because, I was saying earlier, Josh Allen seemed to be getting rid of the ball that much before we got there. Jalen Phillips has been beating his man all night. Christian Wilkins is getting pressure on the inside. Melvin Ingram's getting pressure. Chubb's coming. So we just need to hold that right now because they're going to throw.
And I still think that
you've given them a reason not to run the ball.
Yeah, the roughing the punter on Morstead was key because that turned into the Tyreek Hill touchdown.
It does. Hey, almost as big as, I don't know, getting a roughing the passer call on a Sunday night.
All right. Let's see what the Dolphins got going on. They're going to kick off to the Bills down by 8.
Really, look, every drive is crucial right now, but the defense really, you can't get gashed right now. Yeah. Keep the momentum.
Yep. And
how about Jason Sanders hitting field goals too?
Yeah. See, I believe he missed a kick against the Texans. Maybe that's why they didn't play a complete game then.
Could be like Jason Sanders scares the shit out of me all the way around, but he's doing well tonight.
Well, it wasn't 33-0 at halftime against the Texans, so
That's true.
obviously it wasn't perfect.
How would Matt Ryan do with Tyreek Hill and Waddle this year?
He'd blow a lot of big leads.
He'd find a way.
Hey,
It's the
but they
biggest shit my pants quarterback in the history of
they'd
football.
get off. They'd have to get off to big leads to blow a big lead. So there's that.
Is that on the ground again?
Wilkins and Phillips getting to.
I think Josh Allen fumbled
Yes.
that.
That he did because number 79 was on the ball.
Yeah, it was recovered, but he
Let's
did.
see who forced it. Let's see who forced it. Bradley Chubb from behind, maybe? Oh,
Bradley
no.
Chubb and
Wilkins.
Christian Wilkins kept his hand in there.
Both of them, Wilkins and Chubb. Yeah, Wilkins got that ball out. 2nd and 8, a run here. Oh, I was not expecting that run, and that's a huge gain.
Wow. And the snow starts to fall.
Wait, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, snow's been falling, yeah.
That's the first time I really saw it there.
Yeah, well, I'm
That's a
just
nice
seeing-
run by Cook.
Jeremiah, if you never noticed it, I wouldn't have said anything.
Oh,
nice
it's been
run by
it's
Cook.
been snowing since at least the third quarter.
So where's
How's
the
it not sticking on
snowballs?
the ground?
Where's the
Well,
snowballs?
it's like little flurries. It doesn't coagulate on the
Flurries
field.
don't build
Can't
up. Oh,
see
my
it.
God. Allen. Oh, my goodness. Allen looking like Justin Fields. 20, 10. He's out of bounds. Man, that is some run.
I had to go talk about how Javon Holland spying him has been so good, didn't I?
That is a Justin Fields type of run. Oh, my
Where's
goodness.
Javon Holland on this one?
Oh, there's the snowballs. There we go.
Oh, he just took a bat. That wasn't Holland. 32 took an awful angle.
Duke Riley, it was also a bad angle.
Duke Riley's been just getting beat like a drum all night.
And just like that, the Bills are in the red zone. Now, if they score, they're obviously going for 2.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. There's the snow. Now I'm seeing it. Yeah, look, I've been in Florida my whole life. I've never even
The
seen snow,
angle.
Jeremiah. I've never even seen snow, but I know that flurries don't build up to snow
Look,
on the field.
I learned this from playing outfield in baseball, right? The ball's hitting the gap, and you know it's already going to be a single.
You take the right angle.
Round
exactly.
it off, right?
Yes,
If
yes.
he's already got the first down and you're a safety, round it off. Why are you
Exactly.
trying to cut into him?
Yep. I know you're teaching your son that, right?
Yeah. Know the angle, man. That
McKinley
safety
the
took a
third.
shit angle on that run.
The first 2 McKinleys are ashamed right now.
Josh Allen has 76 rushing yards. 44 of those came
He's
on
got
the ground.
all of their rushing yards, basically. Cook
Yeah.
maybe has 10.
Well, Cook's been good in the receiving game.
Yeah.
Maybe he hasn't. I don't know. He's been involved, though. All right. First
It
and
just
10.
looks well. You know what? It's
Oh,
later, man.
now it's windy.
It's getting into
Now
that
it's
late
getting
night
windy.
cold snow. Like it's coming now.
It's windy now. Jason Sanders better be scared out of his mind.
Well,
So-
let's not leave this game on his foot.
What about Cedric Wilson? Could he
Really
receive punch?
big right now. Bend don't break. Right. Really big. Bend don't break. This is don't let them in the end zone. They don't get in the end zone here.
Please, Xavier Howard, lock up whoever you're defending. First down. Singletary going to the
Josh
outside.
Allen's just gonna take it all on his own.
Allen's going to run. Yep. Good gain. Push that in bounce. That's not
Oh,
a-
bullshit.
Oh, that is a Landon Roberts. What's a Landon Roberts? What the hell are you doing? These guys are
That
3
was a
times
late
your
hit.
size. What is a Landon Roberts?
Oh. Give us 15 back. Snowballs. Snowballs.
Those weren't
Dude,
snowballs.
it just hit the ref.
Oh, he hit your guy, Jeff. He hit your guy, Jeff.
Absolutely. Look, if they don't do it right now, it's
I need
horseshit.
blood to pay $50.
Look, make them offset. Make
Time
them
out, time
offset
out.
right
No,
here.
no. A Landon Roberts could have unnecessary roughness.
That's not that bad.
That was a late hit on the sideline for sure.
That-
Hit is a
That-
questionable word, right? I mean, he was running.
And then he shoved
He
the guy
didn't
out.
push him through. He tried to hold him.
That's a late hit. I'm sorry. They're gonna call.
That's a
They
late
want
hit.
to.
I get that.
They want to protect the quarterback. They have to call that.
I get all that, but I'm just saying, like, it wasn't like he landed and chucked him.
But
It
like I
wasn't he
said,
dropped his shoulder.
Jeremiah, with these snowballs, they're never going to call the penalty. They will never call the penalty. Never.
They should.
No, not unless it affects the game. This isn't. It's not affecting the game. Them throwing snowballs when the Dolphins are starting cheap hits on the sideline.
Look, all things considered. See, I wouldn't even call that cheap. All things considered, you're coming full speed. You made contact with the guy. He reached down to try to grab him. He wasn't going to slam him in the turf.
Now it's first to go. Landon Roberts got in the face of 3 O-linemen for Buffalo. What was he thinking?
Cater Kohu.
Oh, Diggs almost caught that, but nice defense by Kohu. If he caught that, that would have been a toe tap touchdown, but it's 2nd and goal instead.
I got to pause myself. I was reacting in real time there.
Yeah, I thought it was an interception, but pause yourself.
That was just a good play for Kohu.
Hey, I managed to do it for the Steelers game, Jeremiah. I know you can. Nice. He almost got the toe tap touchdown, but
man, I'm using an Etch-a-Sketch, and I'm like, how come you guys can't pause your damn TVs?
Well, somehow your Etch-a-Sketch deleted, so I don't know. Allen gonna run, and he's gobbled up. Nice. This Dolphins defense is playing hard. 3rd and goal. Allen's been running it a lot this drive.
Yeah, I think that they just decided they were going to run the ball here, and their best running back is number 17.
Yep.
Van Ginkel.
Van Ginkel tried to rip it out.
Hey, surprisingly, no Christian Wilkins on that play. I guess we didn't need him, though, because it was a loss. 3rd and goal, Singletary in the backfield. We haven't seen a lot of Singletary tonight.
Chubb's out really wide.
Just over 9 minutes remaining. Clock is winding down. They get the snap off. Allen to throw, back of the end zone. It is caught. Dawson Knox is killing us all game. Touchdown.
Dawson Mother Knox.
Are they going for 1 or 2? We'll see. But the snow is falling even harder now. And we'll see how Tua plays in this snow. But touchdown. We'll see if they go for 2. They have to.
Yeah. You know where the snow really doesn't bother you? When you're running the ball. We've been able to do it so far. Just run
this
ball.
Type of snow, because you can't really slip in this type of snow.
Yeah, it's not sticking on the field yet.
Exactly. All right, let's see what they do here. They're going to Diggs or Knox.
They definitely are going to go for 2. There's no reason not to.
It might be a quarterback run.
Flag on who? Wait, flag on the Dolphins?
I think you had too many men on the field.
So they're going to be at the 1 yard line. Illegal substitution. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're going to be at the 1 yard line. Yeah.
On the field.
So, Jeff, now that you're at the 1 yard line, you may do a Josh Allen sneak.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were going to do a Josh Allen draw from the beginning.
Yeah, from the.
I mean, I'd probably call an RPO type thing, so he has a pass option if the run's stuffed, but.
Wait, he has no one in the backfield. He's not under center. This is interesting. He's not under center.
No, of course he's not under center.
Oh, he's doing the QB draw, and he dives. Oh, is he short? Ball comes out. He's going to be short. Yeah. Oh, the ball's still out. Where's Tyreek Hill? The ball is still rolling. Look at that.
Yeah. Had we scooped that and gone it, that was 2.
Josh Allen stopped. Unbelievable. The Dolphins have the 29-27 lead.
Ben, just don't break. That was huge.
Well,
I mean, really big.
They broke, but they stopped them on the 2-point conversion.
Hey, really big right there.
The Titanic didn't break. A lot of people got off on the lifeboats.
Hey, but all three of us predicted a quarterback draw. But guess what? We did not predict a Landon Roberts to make that stop. Amazing.
They basically went off tackle with him. They just lined it up and went off tackle.
By the way, that ball rolled almost to the 50-yard line.
I was waiting for one more kick, man. And if somebody picks it up, then all of a sudden we get a 4-point swing there.
It was going to be a Tyreek Hill play like last week.
Hey, that's really big right now, man. That's huge.
I mean, not only just because of
not being in a tie, it's just, again, now if you can just kill some time and get a field goal out of this, they got to go down and score a touchdown.
Yeah.
And even more so, you get the touchdown, and it's 2 possession.
I assume it's getting even colder now, but I think Tua is locked in. I think he's adjusted.
Tua should not be locked in right now. We should be looking at
Run the damn ball.
Ahmed and Mostert need to be locked in. That's it. This is what I'm talking about, situational shit. The Dolphins' best offense is a passing offense, but not right now. Fourth quarter, up by 2, cold.
By the way, they are reviewing this play. Not that I think it's going to be overturned.
He got knocked out, right? There's no way. I mean, there was
187 yards rushing for the Dolphins today.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not inside the 2 minutes. So
it's a scoring play, though, right?
Scoring play.
Oh, yeah.
So
they didn't score on the 2 point. I guess, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it got knocked out before he went across.
Yes, definitely. Absolutely. Orlando Roberts came out big there after that.
This is really where you exert, like you just fucking impose your will. We have owned that defensive line all night long. And you're still good enough that if you get them to bite up after running the ball, you can take a shot over top with Tyreek or Waddle, and they could be 10 yards open.
Or the Sanders.
This is where you pound the ball, eat the clock. Everything you need to do right now, play protection. What?
I've never seen anything like that. And there go the snowballs. Are you kidding? Are you absolutely kidding me? Jeremiah, we've been speaking for the last 2 minutes about how big was that play? What?
They still haven't shown a replay.
Now they have. Let's see. What? No, he never.
Yeah.
No, he never.
Yeah, that's in. Yeah, that's in.
That is in. You just have to cross the white.
Okay.
Right?
You just have to touch it. You just have to touch it.
Oh my God! Yes, I was looking at the blue. He crossed the white. That is.
What?
Oh.
Hey, 0-0, 0-0.
Oh, momentum.
0-0.
And it's snowing like crazy now.
Yep. Run the ball. Same thing we were saying from before. Just run the ball.
By the way,
it's coming down hard now.
Yeah, now
this is where it's coming. The lake effect is kicking in.
So guess what, Jeremiah? It's 0-0. It's the Bills-Patriots game. 0-0.
Yep. Hey, this is the lake effect. By the end of this game, there might be 4 inches of snow on the field.
Well, now they have to hold the kick. It's getting windy now. Look at Tua dancing on the sideline or moving his body, I guess.
It's
whatever.
windy and like
I think that's to try to generate body heat.
Look, and I think look, I think I speak from a tiny bit of experience on this with you guys because you're in Florida, you don't see snow much at all. When they talk about lake effect, like I was in Cleveland one day and literally went into a meeting at like noon and it was barely flurrying.
And you came
and when I left at 2, there was like 6 inches. So like with the lake,
now you see snow.
Dump.
Now you see footsteps on the field.
It'll just dump really hard, really fast. I mean, literally in the next 10 minutes, you could get 3 inches on the field.
So let me get this right because the Titans game he played bad, but it never snowed. This is his first game ever in snow, correct?
Oh wow, I guess I don't know.
It's 27.
Literally, there it comes. Like it's coming in, and Buffalo is surrounded by water, man. You're gonna get.
Look, it's coming in now.
Sideways too. Right? I mean,
at least you don't get the red. Isn't there red and snow? Maybe.
Hey, look, we've been blessed. It didn't get this way until midway through the fourth quarter. So let's just stay on the game plan. Your equipment manager better have some spikes over there, right?
Leaders,
switch the cleats up.
Run the ball. There we go. Nope, we did not run. It's a first down, but
dude, look at the slide at the end of this. This tells you what condition the field's in.
We did not run the ball. Whatever.
But look, Tyreek just slid like.
It's coming down now.
Yeah, the field's getting slick.
But hey, you can't rely on a field goal now. As Jason Sanders kicking the snow, Jason Sanders ain't gonna make any kick in this.
The snowplow game, where was that in They came out, called a timeout, came out and plowed the area for the kicker.
Jason Sanders ain't going to make a kick in the snow. Let's be
He
honest.
can. He can.
No.
Have some faith in my boy.
Have Morstead kick.
Oh, my.
Another pass, and that is Cedric Wilson over the top.
I'm stop myself again. Cedric Wilson with the biggest catch he's made all year.
First of all, why are you passing in the snow? And Cedric Wilson, out of all the receivers, over the top, amazing.
You know,
wow.
I'll tell you something. Bill Belichick talked about throwing the ball in the snow, and he used to say it actually benefited the passing game because defensive backs, receivers know where they're going. Defensive backs have to change direction, and that's where you slip and slide. If you know where you're going, you can run.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Most are just slipped. The Dolphins may have to pass. So
that's
for all
a great
the people,
point, Jeff.
for all the people that benched Tua, you might regret it.
On offense, you know where you're going. It's a great point.
I mean,
your receiver knows his cut.
The Patriots beat the Titans or something 59-0 in a snowstorm, and they kept throwing the ball. And he said, "Well, we know
cutting
when you're running the ball, you have to cut, so you slip. But a receiver, you know where you're running, you shouldn't slip. The defender
Second and 9, tie game at 29. Oh, dangerous pass. Why did Tyreek Hill catch that? Whatever. That's a big loss. I guess he
probably
couldn't
caught it so that Kay or Elam.
So that Elam didn't.
That is true, but
like what? I'm sorry, but like, what are you seeing right there?
But again,
get rid of it that quick.
I'll protect Tua here. That's a design play from McDaniel. That's McDaniel's fault. I'm sorry.
A lot of shit's designed. Look it off.
But that's McDaniel's fault. Go
the other way. There's got to be more than one option on that play.
I don't know if there was.
Well, that's McDaniel's fault if there wasn't. Throw it in 12. Tua to throw. Incomplete. Oh, what do the Dolphins do here? You have to punt. Yeah. In the snow, 12 yards, not a given.
It'd be nice if, Jalen Waddle could just look at an official and get a flag. Wait. Maybe.
There is a flag.
A penalty apparently on Miami.
Illegal shift. Penalty declined. Illegal shift. Someone's going to have to explain that one to me. Whatever. Yeah, smart decision to decline it. It's going to be a punt. Let's see. Morstead. This is Jeff. How much experience does Morstead have in the
money,
snow?
Morstead.
Little to none.
All right. He's pinning it in the 10 then. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, what a punt. Inside the 10 at the 5. There we go, Morstead. I knew he was going to punt it inside the 10.
Oh, of course, man.
Oh, my God.
I'm taking a sanity step away. Well, hang on. Are we going to break here?
Yeah, we're going to go to break.
No, we're coming right back. Nope.
No. That was caught on his fingertips.
I know.
Falling back.
All right. Come on, defense.
Look at that wind. That snow's going sideways. It's not going down.
It's going to be a 93-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, we just lost all that advantage we talked about with the offense, right? Knowing where we're going.
When are they going to plow the snow off the field? It's going to get to that point soon. Even though there's under 6 minutes left. Allen's going to throw.
No monogamy.
Gabriel Davis. Too easy. The Bills have experience in the snow. They're not worried. First down. Ay. It's a tie game. After all of this.
I don't think the Bills have played in snow like this year, Isaac. I don't think they've got that much experience.
Last year they did, and it's basically the same team.
Yeah.
Allen is sacked.
By
there is a flag, but it's Zach Sealer.
By who?
Zach Sealer, the man.
Sealer. That guy doesn't make the Pro Bowl this year. It's a travesty, man.
Penalty declined. The Dolphins.
If Zach Sealer does not make the Pro Bowl this year, it's a travesty.
Well, hey, he's making the big plays and
Dude,
on
he got
primetime
held
football.
and ran through. He got held, then ran through the blocker and then tackled. That's a one-man destruction.
Did he just call Singletary a blocker?
Well, yeah.
I mean, he tried to be.
He tried to be.
2nd and 17. That's a loss of 7 on that sack. Allen to throw.
Man, again, just seconds away from a hit right there. You see that coming from behind him?
And who was guarding Gabriel Davis on that catch?
Igbenogany.
By the way, your pronunciation of that name is spot on. Did you have to listen to audio or you just know your stuff?
No, his fucking name haunts me. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw the F-bomb. It's blistered into my conscience.
3rd and 2. That's easy again. This time it's Stephon Diggs. 1st down, Buffalo. 4.5 left.
Boy, it's coming down.
You think it's at a point where the people on the upper deck can't see the field?
That's a good question.
Maybe.
Because it's
got to get kind of white out in the stadium. They were saying Josh Allen's squinting his eyes.
Oh, the snow's on the field now. I mean, earlier you saw
It's crazy right now.
Dude, Sealer again. He's living in that backfield right now.
Devin Singletary grew up in South Florida, and then he went to FAU for college. He's never been out of the state of Florida. He ain't know how to run in the snow.
He's been in Buffalo for 4 years.
Living in that, those tackles being in that backfield, it's so clutch, man.
By the way, Jeff, I obviously know that I was joking, but I live in Boca, so I had to make a joke about the snow.
I know.
I've never seen snow, so anything I say about snow, please don't listen to me because I have no knowledge. 3rd down.
St. Petersburg, Florida, December 1989. First time
somebody needs to
snow.
Were you there for that? You were indoors. Yeah. You came outdoors.
3rd and 3.
It was like 2 weeks after I was 3 years old. My brother was just born.
You don't remember that?
I do. It's like my first memory.
Oh my God, Noah! That's Kahu, whatever his name is. Isaiah McKenzie on the catch. 1st down. Buffalo's moving with ease, and there's not a lot of time left in this game. Just under 3 minutes remaining. I'm getting scared, Jerem. I really am.
The clock's starting to be a concern here.
And the snow. Tua's bundled up like crazy.
Gotta get some pressure.
1st and 10. Christian Wilkins, I know, is not scared of the snow right now. He's ready.
No.
Let's go. Jalen Phillips, maybe, not Wilkins. Run to Singletary.
It's a nice run
Wilkins
from Singletary right there.
Man, Singletary's looking like he grew up in Buffalo.
They're going to try to snap this before the 2-minute warning?
Come on. They should waste clock right now. They have all of the momentum.
They did. Oh, all right.
2-minute warning. All right, we'll be back.
I need quick little refill. We will be back.
And we'll be live here for the remaining minutes of the game. See you guys. Okay. Final
All
2 minutes
right.
of this game. Jeff, it's been a good one, and the snow here falling in the final quarter makes it that much better. 2nd and 3 for Buffalo.
I don't think Buffalo's going to feel good about kicking a field goal here, so they're going to I mean, that little imaginary field goal line is not going to be at the 30-yard line or the 35. It's going to be at like
Yeah.
the 10 probably.
And they won't move it up, obviously, even if it's snowing. So, yeah. But I'm sure the Bills know that they have to get like 10 more yards than the field goal.
Both
target
teams,
line.
2 timeouts remaining.
I don't know. It's whatever Bass,
Well,
has experience
just
with.
from a kicking perspective, think how hard it is to get your plant foot
You got to
in
get
the
closer.
snow.
Yes, exactly. Unless they plow the field for the home team.
Again, this is where you love having the offense that we have. Slick conditions. Tyreek or Waddle makes one cut.
All right, 2nd and 3. Hold off, Jeremiah. Don't spoil anything. It's a run. Singletary has it. Man, he is playing out of his mind. He really hasn't been
Buffalo
involved.
picks a hell of a time to get a running game.
He really hasn't been involved until these last few minutes.
They've adjusted based on the weather, I think.
Well, I disagree because they started this drive passing and it was successful. So they actually have both facets of their offense working in the snow.
Still not in field goal range, though.
But the Dolphins are going to have no time to get this ball back. 1.5 minutes left. The clock's moving. Singletary is moving as well. Man, Singletary is wasting clock and getting positive yards.
Well, I think that's part of what they're doing here is trying to run the clock also.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I like where Phillips's head is. The snow's also going to make it slick, man. Get your hand in there.
So basically,
Ball
here's the scenario right now. 1 minute left. The Bills are either scoring or it's overtime. There's no way the Dolphins get the ball back. And if they do, they ain't scoring in this weather. And first of all, Tua can't go.
Hey. There you go.
There we
There
go.
you go.
Tua can't
Give
go
X all
50
the hell you
yards.
want. That's the biggest play X has made all day.
Yeah, slant.
Great
And,
job. Great job.
Yep. Oh, Ingram almost jumped up. Oh, no, not Ingram. Holland. I thought, Ingram has dreads.
That ball was deflected by number 8. That was
Stop right here. Holland got a hand on it.
All right,
stop right here. This is not a gimme by any means. This is a 52-yarder.
The Bills are not. No, this is a tough kick.
No, they're not kicking from here.
Allen under pressure, launching it. Oh, incomplete. There is a flag. There's no way that's PI. If that's PI, this game's over. That is as close as a field goal you can get. Has to be PI.
It looks like they called him holding, I think.
It
looked like PI.
It's
but
PI.
I hate that because it was an underthrown pass.
Yeah.
There's your favorite referee.
Should die of painful.
There we go. That hurt. And I tell you, Kehu, however you pronounce his name, is such a good cornerback. But
dude, that's not even pass interference. Can we not review this?
No, you cannot.
The penalties.
That ball hit him in the shin. It hit him in the knee.
Still contact by rule.
Contact.
Yeah, that's pass interference, man.
Unless he's Mr. Elastic, he had no shot at that ball.
But then change the rule. They should change the rule. But by rule,
I hate that but he ran through him. I mean that's PI all day.
One thing about Kehu is he just commits so many penalties. He's a very good defender, but the penalties he commits are needed. But nothing you could do there. This is an easy field goal.
I hate the PI calls on underthrown passes. I hate those.
If he had turned his head, he might have had a chance.
So
right?
If he turned his head, he could have easily picked that ball off.
So basically,
if he would have turned his head, he would have at least had an argument against the PI.
So here's where we stand.
The ball was 3 yards behind him. That's what I'm saying. It's like that push did nothing.
Here's where we stand. 39 seconds left. Tie game at 29. The only way for the Dolphins to win this game is to force overtime with a missed kick. Now, luckily, the conditions are the most likely to miss a kick, correct? In the snow, but they are very close. So, yeah. But hey, it is in the snow, so the Dolphins do luck
They
out
need
with
to try
that
to
part.
punch the
Okay.
ball out here.
Yeah. You could ice the kicker, but you're already icing
No,
the
they're going to
kicker.
use their timeout on this next
Well,
play.
I was going to say the weather is already icing the kicker. You get it? So funny. Anyway. Whatever. All right.
Damn it, that's
second-
a tough penalty, man.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, Singletary is just feasting and Cook's off on the sideline. Maybe the Dolphins could knock.
I think they just trust Singletary more to hold on to the ball at this point.
Uh-oh. Singletary. Yep, sliding. Smart. Well, maybe not smart. I don't know.
Smart play by Singletary.
You can still miss a
You
kick.
know what? I'm gonna kind of agree with Isaac. Score the
Yeah.
touchdown.
Yes. First of all, do you not think that the field goal holder could miss the ball in the snow?
There's a lot more
In
variables.
the snow, that's probably a pretty good call. In the snow, that's probably a pretty good call. Like, you might want to just go ahead and get in.
I disagree with that. I totally disagree with that. Wow. Yeah, I think Devin Singletary should have scored that. Because the Dolphins are not going. I'm sorry.
Snow game, you know what? Good call. You're right.
Wait, you know what?
With
Not
the
even
snow,
in the snow game.
he should have went in.
Okay, wait.
Not
Jeremiah,
only that, but he didn't even get the first down.
you know I'm not the biggest fan of Tua.
You didn't get the
Even if
first.
it's not snowing, the Dolphins are not scoring a touchdown with 30 seconds left. I'm sorry.
He didn't even get a first down there.
That is, I made the right call, right? You guys have
No,
to
you
agree with
did.
me.
Absolutely 100%.
Yeah, he should have.
He should
But
have.
look,
He
you guys-
could have scored.
He
He
overthought.
went down
know-
on his own volition.
You guys know I'm not a fan of Tua, and I don't even think the Dolphins could go.
I think he's taking a knee right here, dude.
You have to kick the field goal, guys. I mean, it's a tie game.
Yeah, he is. They're taking a knee. He's going to spot the ball where Bass wants it, and
You see there's a lot of green space right there, too. It's almost like in the huddle, they were just sweeping that shit out.
yep.
Look, this is all I'll say. If the Bills miss this, and it may not be Singletary's fault, the coaches may have told him, but I'm gonna clip what I said, and look at the Bills players.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They can't bring out a
So,
shovel.
This is beautiful. This is actually one of the coolest things I've ever seen. The whole team go out there, sweep the snow, get the snow off the field.
Now, hey, you have to put a lot of value into the field goal. Oh, are they? Hey, workers get to
they're
pull
gonna take
the
another
snow?
time. They have 2 timeouts. Why not take another one and clear it more?
Yeah, I mean, it's not icing the kicker because look at them. Yeah, no, very smart. But again, if they miss this, I'm clipping what I said about Singletary.
No. Look, whether they hit it or miss it, you're right. You're right. Singletary should have scored.
Yeah, the Dolphins are not scoring a
Look,
touchdown.
I'm gonna go on record right now before this goes through or it doesn't. I feel better about this Dolphins team now in this game, regardless. The best team probably in the AFC in the snow, weather adverse conditions.
Let's
2
see.
losses.
Don't spoil anything. Let's see. And that will do it. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay.
In the NFL, there's no such thing as a moral victory, I guess. But I don't feel bad about this loss. I mean, I don't. I don't think anybody gave Miami a chance. You know, pardon the pun, a snowball's chance in hell to go into Buffalo in this kind of weather on their field. And if you really want to say that this is the class of the AFC, Buffalo, then we've beaten them and we've lost on a last-minute field goal.
Yeah, the Dolphins.
That means we can play with them. That means we can play with them.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then that means we should easily carry through this and beat Green Bay and beat the Jets and beat the Patriots. Finish 3 wins going into the playoffs. And we just showed that we could go into Buffalo if necessary, in the snow, in the cold, and take them to the limit.
Hey,
I
I
don't
have
feel
to
bad
say,
about this.
before I break down, this Dolphins loss, this is one of the most fun games between the snowballs, the sliding at the end from Bass after the game-winning field goal. This was a fun game, and honestly, it wasn't as stressful as the Chargers game and Steelers game
No.
because the Dolphins played complete offense, defense, special teams,
Yep.
but they still lost. But again, they're facing a tough Bills team, but again, you played complete and you only lost by 3 points. So this is what I'll say. And I don't think that this snow or the weather was the reason the Dolphins lost because they
No.
looked unaffected. Really, it came down to those last few punts at the end. The Dolphins just couldn't score points and whatnot. Anyway, here's my stance. Tua showed improvement. The Dolphins defense showed improvement. Jalen Phillips is continuously showing how good he is, how impactful he is. Christian Wilkins, I don't even need to talk about him. We know his impact. And the Dolphins secondary is starting to, just gain more experience replacing the injured players. So,
And
look, this is a
Raheem
great.
Mostert showed that if you give him the ball and let him eat, he'll eat.
And Ahmed showed that he's a very good running back 3. Yeah. So
Look, if you would have asked me coming into this, right? This is as good as I felt after a loss for the Dolphins this season.
yes, same way.
That's the only way I can say that, right? I mean, it's not happy, but again, Buffalo right now, by power rankings, NFL, and everything else you want to see, Kansas City and Buffalo are 1-2, right?
Yes.
And if that's the case, we have beaten them, and in their house, in cold weather, in everything that could be brought against us, it comes to a last-second field goal. That means we can hang with that team when we play together and play a full game the way that we just did. That, to me, I'm okay with that, right? I mean, I don't think this game is not going to be the difference between us making the playoffs or not. It was never going to be. We weren't going to win this division. Even if we won this game, we're not winning the division. We're a wild card team. So I'm actually all right with it. Jeff, from the outside looking in, what do you feel like coming out of this game? You just saw 2 teams from the AFC, both potential playoff teams. What are your thoughts?
I think they both got a lot of questions on defense. I mean, the Dolphins bend but don't break. They gave up 446 yards. That's a lot. 32 points. And they were earned points, meaning we're not talking about the Dolphins had a short field one time, but both teams. I mean, the Dolphins had 405 yards of offense. Both teams' defenses problematic, I would say. Just looking at the idea of going into playing a Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase Bengals, going to play Patrick Mahomes and anybody he's throwing the football to. From an AFC big picture perspective, I think both teams need to be a little wary about how they play defensive. Look, the Dolphins had a good run in the third quarter, and frankly, I thought defensively they shit the bed in the fourth quarter. They were bad. The Bills got the ball with 5 minutes left, and they ran the clock all the way down. I mean, that's ugly. It's ugly.
The Bills executed their last drive perfectly, and why they started off that drive passing the ball, and they completed those passes. The rest of the way, I thought they were mixing both passes and runs, but they went run the rest of the way with Singletary. It wasted a lot of clock, like you said, and most importantly, they got the field goal. I'm glad. I mean, not really. Content's content. I would have liked to post that Devin Singletary clip that I said. But anyway, the Bills come out with the win. Jeremiah, you are absolutely correct. I've never felt this good after a win. And why? Well, we know the Bills are a tough team, and we only lost by 3 in the snow, on the road, on primetime football. And let me ask you guys, did you really hear me talking trash about Tua tonight? No, because he played well. You could define what well is, but he did play well. That's all I'll say.
Look, the defense, you're right. He gave up a ton of yards. But when we look at the guys who really hurt us, you give up 77 yards rushing to Josh Allen.
Yep.
40-something of that was on one carry, right? And Dawson Knox hits you for 98 yards receiving. Outside of that, Stephon Diggs, five catches, 60 yards. Gabe Davis, 4 for 56. Again, it was earned. I think you said it right, Jeff. It was earned. There wasn't one person or one player outside of maybe Dawson Knox that ate our lunch all day. And we had a chance. I think you go back to the red zone offense. That really hurts in the first quarter. Again, Jeff, you said it in the first drives before Isaac joined us. You don't beat Buffalo with field goals. And we didn't convert. But it made me – there was a big part of me in just my raw honesty that really felt like we could come in here tonight and get our asses handed to us.
Yes.
I really felt like after the last two games, I felt like the Dolphins could come into this game and absolutely get blown off.
And it's not. I expected that. So, look.
So to have it in this way, I'm all right with that.
Yeah. So before we sign off, let me just read some stats. Raheem Mostert, 17 attempts, 136 yards. That's 8 yards a carry. Ahmed, 6 rushes, 43 yards. That's 7 yards a carry.
Mostert had 11 carries in the first half.
Yeah. Again, I actually thought the Dolphins could have run way more in the second half. So, yeah. But Waddle, only 3 receptions, but he got that 67-yard reception touchdown. That did the job. Tyreek Hill, 9 catches on 13 targets, only 69 yards, but got a key touchdown. Again, I'd like to see Gesicki get more involved. Keep on running the ball, and the Dolphins should be just fine. I think the Dolphins' defense is doing what they need to do. The secondary can become more healthy, but there's nothing we could do about it. I think the Dolphins' D-line, their linebacker crew, they just need to keep on working hard. And more wins, will cross us. I think that the Dolphins could win out the rest of the season. They need to, especially against the Bills and the Patriots and Jets. Because if you lose those 2 games, after all of this, Jeremiah, we won't make the playoffs. So
look, man, unfortunately, we've lived a lot of our life in 10-6, 9-7.
Yeah.
That is the story of the Dolphins, Jeff. If you've never followed us that much, we live in the 8-8, 9-7, that purgatory of hell. Getting to 10 wins is something that we need to do, whether it means getting the playoffs or it doesn't. I honestly feel like, and I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, that the Dolphins are absolutely one of the 7 best teams in the AFC. I believe. Yeah. I believe they're absolutely somebody that in the playoffs can play with any team and let them fall where they may. So hopefully we'll get a chance to show that. And that's been a long time since it's been that way.
Yep. So, yeah, that will do it, guys. Isaac Edelman, Jeremiah Hensley, Jet Macalino. Another fun broadcast here on FL Teams. Remember, check out flteams.com, your go-to one-stop shop for all Florida sports coverage. Every Wednesday night, Jeff, Jeremiah, sometimes myself, live for FL Teams Power Rankings. So this Wednesday night, tune in. We'll see what teams go up, what teams go down. We only have a few weeks left of the regular season, so definitely tune into the Power Ranking Show. And, yeah, just stay up to date on our social media at FL Teams, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, you name it. And, of course, flteams.com, our blog website, where you can get the latest and best sports news. So that will do it. Jeremiah, the Dolphins lost, but we are happy. It was a good loss. It was against a very good team. It was a fun stream. We had fun. Jeff, as always, the Saints fan coming in here. I think, I don't know, the Saints don't play a Florida team, but, we appreciate you coming on and supporting Morstead and whatever. But, yeah, that will do it. Any final thoughts, guys?
Hey, these Saturday games were a hell of a lot of fun, man. It set the table really nice for Sunday. So I'm looking forward to a nice, stress-free football day tomorrow, right? I just get to get back and enjoy it, right? enjoy a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of the sports book, and not have to worry about my Dolphins. And hey, Jeff, if the Saints have another primetime game or anytime you want to go live, I'm happy to jump in. I'll go into a Saints game with you.
Yeah, well, tomorrow I'm going to brunch with bottomless drinks in the morning, and then I'm watching the Saints game at 1:00. So I'm going to be a little toasty.
Enjoy.
Oh, I will.
Okay, that will do it. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. We appreciate all of your support. Everyone who clicked on this stream, whether it was on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and anyone who interacted, commenting, liking, subscribing. Make sure to subscribe at NFL Teams so you don't miss out on any of the content we produce or any of the other content contributors at FL Teams produce. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Have a good rest of your night and football Sunday tomorrow.